What's up, guys? This is the Fair Game Podcast at Mag Park. I am C.
This is Cash.
And this show is about the culture, sports, hype fashion, sneakers.
And all that.
You feel me?
Let's get right into it.
How you feeling, Cash?
I feel great. It was a pretty long, productive day. Came into the building, started shooting out, all of our new products. We got the Reimagined 3s in.
Reimagined 3s are fire.
Yeah, they're fire. And that was a pretty productive day. How about you? How you feeling today?
Man, I'm solid. I'm solid today. I think that I feel like I had a little bad juju on me, man. It just didn't feel right. You know what I mean? The days didn't feel right for the past 2 days. I've been feeling a little awkward, but just trying to muscle through it. You know what I mean? When things go wrong, I feel like you should probably just try and put your head down and get through it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at. I'm trying to get through it.
Well, what makes you think you have bad juju?
Well, when I was at work today, I dropped an unbreakable glass.
Unbreakable glass.
Bro.
How does that even happen, dude?
It's like a plexiglass. It's not supposed to break. For some reason, every time I grab them, I don't know if it's like with the vibration or how old the glass is, it just shattered in my hands. So I don't know, just a little bad juju. However, I stay prayed up, so I'm trying to lock back in. That's enough about me though, man. What you got on today?
What I got on today, man, you know what I'm saying? I kept it light today, per se. I got the lost and found Jordan 1s, had to break them out. Some may say these are better than the 85s, but hey.
With the white laces though?
White laces for sure. If there's a white tongue, it definitely looks better with white laces. That's just my personal opinion.
I like that perspective.
Court purples with the white tongue, white laces. What else comes with the white tongue?
I mean, anything with the Chicago blocking.
Reimagined 3s, white laces.
I mean, if you switch your laces on your 3s, you're a maniac.
Yeah, this is kind of weird. You know me, man. I keep it loyal. Target jeans, you feel me? Target jeans, they hold you down. Great deals.
Shout out to the comment section.
Great deals to all you freaking haters out there. I had to do a wardrobe change for today. I was wearing a black shirt. Shout out C. Caught me a little Billionaire Boys Club.
Fire.
Billionaire Boys Club white tee.
Selling that to the Mag Park too. Billionaire Boys Club tees, super fire, simple tees.
And we got the Richie Lee collection flannel. I forgot which collection this is. Shout out Lorenzo. He held me down. $40 for the flannel. And
very nice.
That's about it. How about you? Well, what you got on today? You look like you got some unknown heat. I ain't never seen those in my life.
So these right here, let's start at the feet, man. It's Black History Month. So shout out Karabo Poppy. That's how you say it, Karabo Poppy. South African artist who collaborated with Nike for the Air Force One to do something super dope. This was a Nike ID exclusive. So if you didn't get it on Nike ID, it's over. On the pants, I got corduroy, just a corduroy, nice little pant, you know what I mean? Stretchy, something comfortable. On the top, the hoodie, guys, this hoodie is Get Fresh Crew. Get Fresh Crew. This one is called No Sleep for the Dealer. Super fire brand, Get Fresh Crew. Tap in with those guys. And on the crown right here today, Kill the Hype, corduroy to match the corduroy pants.
Details. Attention to details.
That's all, you know what I'm saying?
Corduroy hat with a corduroy pant, you know what I'm saying?
It's hard to go cord on cord, but when you do it with the hat and the pants.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Like if you do like a corduroy sweater with corduroy pants, you're over corduroying it.
I've done that before.
You're different.
Yeah, I was cord on cord.
Cord on cord on
somebody
cord.
called me out. They were like, yo, you just cord on cord today.
What are you doing?
I just tried to play it off. I was like, yeah, no, cord on cord. This is how I do it. Fire.
All right, what we got for today, man?
Let me see what's going on real quick. Where you want to start? I mean,
the elephant.
The elephant in the room, man.
Kanye West.
Mr. West goes back to Adidas.
That's not for sure, right?
I think it's rumored right now. We'll just call it a rumor. Mr. West goes back to Adidas.
That's kind of insane.
I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
It's literally a flip-flop of what it's. I think it looks way worse, 100 times worse on Adidas.
100 times worse on Adidas because how they treated him?
How they treated him, how they blackballed him, how they did it. They did everything in the book to not even F with him. They try to steal his money. They try to do all that.
I mean, what about for Ye though? I mean, and they did try to steal his money, but I mean, so when you do a holdout, right? You're like trying to like a lockout basically, right? Like you're trying to do it for more. he ended up getting more money.
Mm-hmm.
In the end of the day, they brought him back, and they said the contracts are being more lucrative. The royalties are going to be more lucrative. That's why he kind of left. So coming back, I mean, is Kanye wrong for coming back because he got more money out of this deal?
I don't know. I mean, it's still a rumor. Is there any contract details out? I mean, he was still on contract. They literally booted him off this contract. It's not like he was in midst of being like a sneaker free agent, and he was about to sign somewhere else. But they canceled his contract now for all the.
I believe they canceled his contract.
The how do you say that?
Anti-Semitic.
Anti-Semitic
comments. Yeah, man, that was. I don't know, man. I think that freedom of speech is like very important. I'm not gonna dive deep into the anti-Semitic side of things because I just don't know enough to speak on it. But I think that's why we're here in America. You know what I mean? Like freedom of speech, and I think that Kanye was exercising his freedom of speech, and I mean it backfired on him. So
backfired heavily.
I guess it's not that free to speak what you want to speak on.
That's very well true. I feel like nowadays people pick and choose on who's quote unquote allowed to have freedom of speech.
Who's allowed to have freedom of speech, guys? Who is allowed to have freedom of speech?
I don't want to answer that one.
Yeah, it's probably
I feel like it's kind of
somebody over on the hill over there.
It's kind of more obvious.
Yeah, not me. Not me, that's for sure.
Let's just
I'm trying to keep it shut.
Let's just say it like that.
Yeah.
But what doesn't make sense to me, all right, say you're Ye.
Okay.
Adidas wants you back. Obviously, they're tanking.
Baby, come back.
They lost $1 billion.
Baby, come back.
They have $1 billion on inventory.
$1 billion on inventory.
As Ye and as other big brands, would you be willing to sign Ye? So say Nike comes to the conversation. We all know how big the Nike Yeezy 2, Yeezy 1, how they're a culture shift. All right. You think Nike or even Skechers was a rumor would sign and collaborate with Ye?
Skechers is a crazy rumor. I would never buy the Yeezy Skechers.
You're sick.
I would never do that.
You're lying.
Jamal Crawford had a Skechers shoe. I don't know if you remember.
Pretty sure it was probably fire.
It was actually fire.
Did you know that Skechers is the second biggest sneaker industry in the whole world?
Super comfy. Shout out Skechers.
We need some Skechers.
Sponsored Skechers up here. I mean, you know, you're right. As another shoe company, I would definitely be looking to sign Ye. However, I would be nervous about what he would do in the future, or how he may react to things, how he may flip flop and probably not like something in the future of something we already probably agreed on.
Yeah.
And or say something out of pocket that we can't control. And you know, as a company, as a corporate company, I would want to control what's being said and how my brand is represented. Super important to be aware of how your brand is being represented.
That's facts.
But on the other spectrum of, I wanted to touch on this because I heard you say it. Adidas having $1 billion worth of stock in their,
they can't even sell it
in their warehouse. I mean, if I was Adidas, I would personally,
I would liquidate that.
Black market liquidate that stuff.
I don't think you have to market it.
I could easily black market liquidate it and make more money, or sell it at the full price by just popping it into these resale stores.
Facts.
Literally pop in a size run into a retail store, get my cash back, put it back in the company, drop out a whack crazy 8 or something like that, and then call that's where the money came from. I'll just say that's where the money came from. So
that's pretty insane.
It's pretty insane. If I was Kanye, I would resell my sneakers also.
Oh shit!
On eBay.
You ain't lying right there.
Yeah, I would have all the pairs I have on StockX.
I'm pretty sure he already does.
Hopefully.
They have to be.
I mean,
them and Adidas.
I haven't seen any free friends and family pairs up at all. That's my thing.
That's the only thing.
And you would think you would see a lot of more samples going up, stuff like that. Yeah.
That would make more sense.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like Yeezy definitely, he's in a position where he has the ball in his court. He kind of controls what's going on. If he wanted to do his own thing, I think that would be really dope. If he went back to Adidas for more money, I think that he achieved his goal.
That's true. Another thing that doesn't make sense to me, that he went on like a 2-3 month rampage of just speaking out on everything. Tweets every day, videos every day, a song about him with like losing with Adidas and how they're stealing their money and like this huge podcast run, and then a couple of days later, you don't hear nothing from him for like I don't know how long, maybe already three months.
He got married.
He did get married.
You get married, you kind of get gone.
He get gone.
I think so.
The Kim K lookalike.
Yeah. Cold.
She
That
cold.
joint cold.
She a cold piece, man. But it just doesn't make sense. You think that's the only reason? You don't think there was some way or form of someone out there like, hey, yo, yeah, you gotta chill, or something bound to happen.
So we on conspiracy wave then.
Yeah.
I mean,
if Kanye's even alive.
Is it the clone Kanye?
It's
the clone Ye. Clone Ye. Clone Ye out there telling us what to wear, wearing the crazy boots and stuff like that. Clone Ye. We following it still. But I mean, if it is Clone Ye, I'll say this. Sometimes you got to get low. You know what I mean? Sometimes I feel like this is the real Ye still. When you say something too crazy, sometimes you got to get low and restart it up. You know what I mean? When you get low for a while, people kind of forget about it. Something new in media happens, and then he can come back and do whatever he wants. You know what I mean?
Comes back and drops a Donda.
And we love it. I mean,
drops a Jesus is King.
Inside information right now from one of the producers of Kanye West. One of the producers of Kanye West was in the store, and he said, Kanye got some new stuff dropping in this fire.
If we had sirens right now, we would be definitely doing sirens right now.
He said it's better than, what was the album on the mountains? Ye?
Yay?
He said it's from the same producers of that album, and it's better than that.
Everybody thinks Ye is his worst album, but I don't think
it is.
I don't think it is.
Ye is his worst album.
I mean, it's still a masterpiece to me.
Yeah.
It's a masterpiece, but his worst masterpiece.
The worst masterpiece is crazy.
It could be a masterpiece, but it's his worst masterpiece.
Can you have a worst masterpiece?
Yeah.
And is it better than other masterpieces?
Yeah. So it's like saying Ye could be better than other artists' albums, but it won't be his best album.
I could dig that.
You feel me?
I could dig that.
It could be better than the one you hate so much, Life is Crazy by Lil Yachty.
That album's not great.
But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Ye could be better than that,
100%.
but it could be Kanye's worst.
100%. Okay. I mean, speaking of masterpiece, I want to say his name correct. All-Star Weekend dunk contest champ, McLean?
Mac McClung.
Mac McClung.
Mac McClung.
Mac McClung. Excellent performance.
Facts. I mean, it was
dunk contest.
I think it was a mid-tier performance. It wasn't crazy.
You don't think it was a masterpiece?
It wasn't a masterpiece.
He got all 50s except one time.
The only time, I feel like it comes down to the environment and also your competition for it to be a masterpiece.
He dunked against all NBA players. He's not in the NBA, sir.
That doesn't matter to me.
Is he in the NBA now?
He has a 2-way contract with the Sixers, I believe.
Hopefully that works out.
But like, for example, we could say Zach LaVine versus Aaron Gordon was probably one of the best dunk contests of all time.
Not true.
It's very well true. We're not arguing that.
Vince Carter versus the world.
See, that's the thing. Actually, you know what? I'm backtracking on that statement. Mac McClung's probably was like a masterpiece because Vince Carter's competition, I have no clue who he went up against.
Great.
Because it wasn't a great competition. Vince Carter just wiped the floor.
I don't know, man. It was McGrady in that one. It was Ricky Davis in that one. Jerry Stackhouse.
It doesn't mean nothing. He just put up a great performance. Yeah,
immaculate.
I agree.
A masterpiece.
Mac did have some crazy ass dunks, but if we backtrack it to Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine's, they both put on a show, and that in itself is what you call a masterpiece. It's like a Michael Jordan versus Dominique Wilkins.
I feel like Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine are master dunkers.
Easily.
They
maybe
not Aaron Gordon anymore.
No, easily.
Zach LaVine is still a master dunker.
Aaron Gordon is too. His head is easily above the rim.
He's just not technically doing it how he does it in the games, how Zach does it.
A lot of people from the dunk contest don't be dunking like that in game.
Not true.
It is true.
The guy from the Knicks, what's the big guy?
Jericho Sims,
He dunks pretty crazy in the
and
games.
he put the worst performance.
You're right.
It was sad. All he did was put his arm in the rim.
When the lights are on, it's pretty tough. Is the dunk contest dead?
To me, it is. I think the All-Star weekend, damn near all in its whole, is dead.
The entire weekend.
Yes, because the All-Star game was utter garbage.
Hold on, wait. Let's not jump all the way there first. Let's stay on the events. 3-point shootout.
I mean, it was cool.
It's been pretty amazing. I think that should
cool,
headline the Saturday.
I think nowadays 3-point contest could maybe headline. Doesn't really make sense to me because it's kind of
dainty,
boring in a way.
Dainty events.
It just doesn't make sense to freaking put Julius Randle. No offense to Julius Randle, but there's definitely higher percentage shooters out there that didn't want to participate. That goes for the dunk contest. There's definitely better
dunkers,
and there's better all-star players that don't want to participate in the slam dunk contest, and that goes at the fault of Mr. James, one of the greatest.
You're gonna blame this on LeBron James,
one of the greatest in-game dunkers of all time, and he refused to give us at least one performance.
I think that goes back to the sneakers. If LeBron James goes out there and has a bad performance, then he will not gain the right sneaker endorsement on his shoe that's dropping at that time. It's not going to make sense for the Air, i.e. the threes right here. The reason they're popular is because Michael Jordan jumps from the free throw line in them.
See what you're saying.
If in the dunk contest LeBron James has a bad performance in McLean
so it goes
him.
It goes back to their shoe everything endorsement.
You
think it's coming from their endorsement people that were like, hey, just don't do the dunk contest.
Please
don't do it.
Don't get out there and embarrass yourself.
Interesting. That goes to a rumor nowadays that basketball influencer Dev in the Lab, he made a, what's a good word for this? I'm trying to think of a good word. Jesus Christ. He gave up an idea to the NBA.
Got it.
He gave them an idea of doing a one-on-one.
He inspired the NBA to do
No. He's like pitching it. He's pitching it.
He pitched the
idea to the NBA to do a one-on-one in the All-Star weekend, Saturday night. Of not the All-Star players, but people could be like, it could be like CJ McCollum.
Okay.
It could be like Bones Highland. Some of the shiftiest people in the league. And they go out there and they probably get some type of compensation out there. And they going at it one-on-one. That would be a show. I would think that 100% would be a better show than I think that could headline All-Star Saturday night before a dunk contest.
A one-on-one
Easily. And
Do you think?
But let me finish. But that goes to your endorsement thing. Say they're endorsers, so that's why like John Morant or like any All-Star players with that endorsement, they don't want to go out there because it will look bad if they do lose, and now their rank or whatever they're looked as, it drops, like their stock, I guess, per se, quote unquote.
I feel that. I mean, do you think that the NBA players are going out on All-Star weekend to actually try and play basketball hard?
No, not at all. I feel like the one that, RIP Kobe, the one right after Kobe passed away, that was a great All-Star game. It was a mix of competitive, flashy, and I actually enjoyed the playing up to a certain point. It was up to like 160 or something like that.
They played it to 187 this year.
Something like that. They did it again?
Yeah, it was 187. They didn't get to it.
They didn't get to it?
Yeah, but they were close. Like 184.
It had no like type of heart, no type of effort.
No defense.
Zero
defense.
I mean, yeah, it's their break. It's their All-Star break. But you got to know, this is the world's greatest pickup game. And people are paying their hard-earned money or calling off work to see this game.
True.
True.
So All-Star weekend's dead for you.
I don't make time for it at all. I would make time for the NBA Finals, or even for another sport like a Super Bowl.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
It's just dropping lower and lower. I didn't know who the performers were at halftime. I had no idea. They're gonna kill me in the comments for this one, but
I don't even remember either.
Yeah, there were some
Post Malone performed.
I
think Thames performed.
Yeah,
the Future sample.
I didn't. I had it on mute. when that was happening. I had the game on mute when that was happening. I was not interested at all. I mean, in latter news, something that did interest me because I'm a Laker fan. LeBron James got hurt. Looks like he got hurt in the first half.
I think he just jammed his finger and didn't want to risk it.
Didn't want to risk it.
Didn't want to risk it. He's like, I'm done. I'm chalked. Because Giannis didn't even play either. I think this was like one of the worst rosters. No offense to all the All-Stars out there. But one of the worst rosters due to injury. Because Stephen Curry wasn't out there. KD wasn't out there. Freaking, there's probably others that weren't out there due to injury.
Anthony Davis wasn't out there?
Anthony Davis wasn't out there.
Anthony Davis wasn't out there?
No.
Anthony Davis wasn't out there.
You want to know what the crazy thing is? Talking about a snub. Trae Young wasn't out there.
Trae Young, it's tough to beat Trae Young on the East. The Eastern guards are pretty good.
No, bro.
The Eastern guards are pretty good.
27-10.
27-10 is pretty crazy.
Who made Kyrie?
Kyrie's not. Kyrie's on the West though.
I mean, it's not really Eastern and Western anymore.
You're right. Kyrie's there. Ja's there.
Like Curry wasn't there. Obviously,
Curry wasn't there.
Who was above Trae Young? I don't.
There was a lot of guards there, though. I'll tell you that. Oh, it was the Beam, the kid from the Beam, the Sacramento guard.
De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox was there.
He was an All-Star.
Yeah, he was there. He's a beast. Don't do that.
Wow.
Don't do that to De'Aaron.
No, I'm
Fox.
not doing that. But
yeah, he's a beast.
Trey Dizzle, man.
Yeah, Trey Dizzle not being there was kind of a blow.
Because he came in. He
came in, you're like, yo, that's Trae Young.
Like Trae Young. It was Saturday. Like, he's just literally a dunk contest about to turn on. He's right here. I was like, what the heck? Why is he here?
Yeah.
He was like, you think he's just about to fly out real quick tomorrow? And then we realized, like, oh, this dude is not an All-Star.
Yeah. Trae Young's in town, guys. So he's not an All-Star. But he's still an All-Star in my books, guys. Trae Young is a GOAT. Beast
facts.
Mode player. I mean, staying on point guards, man. Speaking of staying on point guard and staying, Russ is staying in LA. What do you think about that?
I don't know how it's gonna work for the Clippers, man.
Exactly how it always works.
They don't have John Wall anymore, right?
No John Wall.
You think he's gonna start over Reggie?
No.
The what?
He has to, but he shouldn't.
I don't know how that's gonna work at all.
It's gonna be a disaster, train wreck, big train wreck. I love Russell Westbrook, but it's gonna be a train wreck. Kawhi cannot thrive off of turnovers. Neither can PG-13.
I don't think Clippers in general can thrive. I'm a general Clipper hater.
Yeah, the Clippers, they got a curse on them.
They have a curse for sure. They're just like they're the JV team of LA.
Gotta be. I mean, the JV team of LA is pretty crazy.
Like, we could still suck. The Lakers could still suck, but they could still fill out the stands.
Facts. And still give a show.
Yeah,
because what the Clippers do out there, I mean, sometimes
it could be
Kawhi,
great
sometimes
basketball.
Paul George, it's just not that.
It's literally, that's what it is. Sometimes Kawhi, sometimes Paul George, because that's all they play is sometimes.
Sometimes. They should be called the sometimes.
The sometimes.
Sometimes squad, they're not playing.
Man.
Not interested in basketball. I don't know, man. What else do we got, honestly? Because Russ is one thing. I mean, I got a question for you, bro. Put it like this. You know how I always got my good question for you. So, Russ is a grimy player. Grimy.
Uh-huh.
It has nothing to do with that. It's just about griminess.
It's straight dirty.
Can you wear dirty Air Force Ones?
I feel like it comes down to your vibe.
What vibe do you got to be on to have some dirty-ass Air Force Ones
I feel like a skater could do it. Maybe
Okay.
a little punk rock star.
Okay.
Maybe like an everyday warehouse worker vibe.
Okay. Warehouse in the whites.
A lot of girls do it. Wear the beat up Air Forces.
The beat forces.
The chalked Air Forces.
I call them the Coachellas.
I call them the chalked Air Forces. They're chalked.
Chalked Air Forces?
Yeah.
The Coachellas is pretty fire too, because it's like the girls in the white forces and they didn't know they was gonna be in dirt, so they got dirty really bad.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I wear some dirty Air Forces.
That's crazy. How long can you wear? How long does it take you to then let go of a pair of Air Force Ones that are white? After you bought them,
can you still clean them? Are they savable?
I mean, I'll tell you my opinion after you give me yours, but I mean, you can clean them, sure. If you got some Jason Marks, clean them up.
So what you're saying is after the first scuff, they're done for?
Pretty much.
Jesus Christ.
You got about 2 uses out of Air Force Ones, 2 to 3 good uses out of Air Force Ones, and they're done. Unless they're like some super quality leather, like some Drakes or something like that. I'm not really like, I don't know, like double busting the Air Force Ones, triple busting them. I already busted them. They were white that day, and the next day they're just not. Nah, it's not about being rich. It's standards. It's more like, I mean, I came from the era. I like to see like Dame Dash and Jay-Z and
you gotta
Air
have
Force
like
Ones.
7 pair of Air Force Ones.
At least 7. I think I got about 4 pair. I think I have like 4 pair, but they're different though. They're not the same one. They have like different logos on the back.
The Nocta, the regular one, the 07.
Rockefeller, high top. I like highs, couple lows, something different with some stitching on it.
Insane.
You know, I mean, Air Force Ones, man, you can't.
You're different level.
Don't feel like the dirty ones belong.
Does that go for every shoe?
No.
Can you beat up a pair of
Lost and Founds? 100%.
You can beat up a pair of ones. I feel like a nice wear and tear to a Jordan 1. It looks great.
Amazing.
But an all white Air Force One is chalk? No, not at all.
Absolutely done.
A Jordan 3 Reimagined?
I haven't seen those beat, but I hate how Jordan 3's crease. So
it does crease is pretty disgusting.
Yeah, for me, I'm not gonna rock the crease out,
pretty disgusting,
and that's why they're done after 2 wears. Unless you're wearing crease protectors,
2 wears and donate them.
It's over.
2 wears and donate. That's what you're saying.
Pretty much 2 wears, donate. 2 wears.
Throw
I don't know.
2 wears, throw it on the wire.
Crip walk with them.
Do whatever you got to do.
Yeah, get them out of here though.
What's coming out, man?
Tell me. So new releases. Let's start there with what we got right here.
The
Reimagined 3.
Shoe of the year.
We're just talking about that. You said the shoe of the year.
Ain't nothing coming better. Not at all.
These are disgusting, man.
Just tweaking.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me see these.
What is wrong with them? Nothing. Your eyesight is what is disgusting.
I think I'm just tired of the vintage look, bro. Like this vintage look.
You're tired of these?
I'm fine with that. See, that happened right now. Okay, so now we're going to get another one like this. Next, we're going to get the other one like this. No, the 2s are going to come out in the vintage style. Now the 4s are going to come out in the vintage 4.
Fire.
Vintage 4s probably will be pretty fire.
Bread 4.
But I'm just not rolling, bro. Like this, I like the elephant print, but this yellowing, I'm not down with it. And the collar, the ankle collar is extremely thin. No one's going to say that. No one said that on reviews yet. This ankle collar is extremely thin and not as padded as the normal 3s. I'm not rolling,
it's
bro.
It's supposed to be vintage. It's supposed to be like worn down.
Worn down. Hey, you can keep these. Disgusting.
See, I'm the other way around.
I'm not rolling, bro.
I feel like the vintage look is fire, but the elephant print, they went
too light.
Too light.
Not shoe of the year.
It's definitely shoe of the year so far.
It's not shoe of the year.
They haven't announced anything better.
There's some fire that already has came out this year. What's came out this year so far?
This year?
Did the Orange Lobster come out this year?
That was last year.
That was last year? Damn.
It's shoe of the year so far, bro.
Nah.
The Valentine's Day dunks.
It has to be shoe of the year right now. Okay. Right now, I'll give it shoe of the year. But unfortunately, it's just not that fire. Pretty disgusting. Not the ankle padding is super thin. They skimped y'all on the ankle padding.
The Tiffany Air Force came out this year. Don't get me started on the Tiffany Air Force.
Fire.
It's disgusting.
Tiffany Air Force is flame.
Super underdone.
See the problem, underdone.
It's a black Air Force with just they just threw on their little Tiffany colorway on the Nike check. So you saying is they couldn't do anything better?
Tiffany is minimalistic. With that being said, when you walk into Tiffany, it's one glass case in there. One glass case with 7 pieces of jewelry in that thing. 7 pieces of jewelry, no diamonds. You telling me it was underdone? It was overdone if you ask me.
Black Air Force, I could literally get a
Black Air Force One with a little jewel on the back.
Some Tiffany paint and just throw it on the Nike check and then that's Tiffany Air Force.
Fire.
Disgusting.
Box, fire.
Disgusting.
Packaging, flames.
Disgusting.
Tiffany Air Force One, auto cop.
Better than these.
Better than those. All right, I might be joking.
All right,
better than those. I'm not gonna sit there and say those are better than those, but Tiffany Air Force One's definitely gonna be one of those ones that you like. Damn, like why did I cop this? It's fire. It's $1,000 now.
It's gonna be like one of the most hated shoes of this year. You know how everyone hates that one shoe?
100%.
That's gonna be that shoe.
But if it's hated, is it bad? Is that a bad thing? Because
it's hated.
I mean, hate sometimes is love.
You're gonna say, all right, the red boot. Is that shoe of the year?
It's up there.
Is it better than these?
It's up there.
I'm not.
The red boots are up there as shoe of the year. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I'm not rolling.
Just by how they impacted, just by how many people, the hate-love thing, people hate it or they love it.
I'm not rolling.
Fire.
Not
Red
rolling.
boots are contender for shoe of the year.
Not rolling.
They're gonna be in the end. They're gonna
What
be
else is
standing in the
dropping,
end.
bro? Let me know, man.
I mean, we can keep it on Jordans. Jordan 5, UNC.
Fire.
Those are fire. Those are hard.
Fire.
Those are hard.
Fives are slept on nowadays. People are sleeping on the fives. I mean, they've been dropping very mid-tier fives.
Super mid-tier 5s.
Aqua fives, super mid.
Garbage.
Garbage.
Yeah, I don't mess
UNC
those.
5, fire.
Those are flames. I like when they do anything that's college inspired, just because that UNC hit on
The back
Jordan.
You see the back tab?
I love that back tab.
That's
That's
fire.
You don't even know what that back tab's from. That back tab is from the old school Nike jerseys. Yeah, back in the day, used to be the old school Nike basketball jerseys. These were the college basketball jerseys. Don't fall asleep now. These are the college basketball jerseys, and they had the Nike strip on the side. You used to be able to put your name on it. That's what that's from. So the fact that Jordan Brand brought that back, super fire, made some definitely connections with the 90s. Super fire shoe. I love the UNC 5, and I love that little strip on the back that they started out again with the, I think it was the 6s. Maybe before the 6s, don't quote me. Might be the 4s.
The what? The back tab?
The back tab.
I think it was the 4s.
It was the 4s. Had to be the 4s. So, fire.
No,
I
it
like
might be
these.
The 6s. Didn't the Oregon 6?
I feel like the Oregon, it was a Michigan 5s. That's what it was. Michigan 5s was the first one with that college back tab.
Still fire.
Fire though. I love that shoe.
It might be the best drop for next month. Oh, I'm lying. These are dropping next month. Second best drop.
Yeah, with those dropping next month, I think those are the most fire. I mean, Reimagined 3, UNC 5. I don't know, man. I the Tiffany Air Force 1. I don't know, man. I think that my favorite drop of March is probably gonna be Air Zoom Generation.
The LeBrons.
First game.
That's gonna be that's over these. I feel like these are just in a class of its own.
I feel like these are in a class of their own. Problem is that they're reimagined. When this first game, LeBron is the retro. It's the second time they retroed it.
I get what you're saying.
So it's similar to the first one.
People not gonna roll though.
I don't know, man. I've been at a lot of LeBron 1 releases and they sell out really fast.
I mean, they for the court though.
The LeBron 1 is for the court?
You can maybe rock it out, you know what I'm saying?
He's rocked it. It's look good.
It's LeBron though.
The all purple ones?
He could do whatever he wants. The purple ones are for
all purple ones are fire.
We need that on a Travis.
Man, we need. Don't steal that, y'all. Don't throw that on the Travis.
I'm a high beast.
Yeah, he needs that on the Travis.
I'm not even a high beast, so don't even pay me as that.
The LeBron 1 though, first game, super fire. That was from the first game. We needed the iconic dunk. I'm into those. I need those.
Those are fire.
I'm
Retail only.
Them. Of course, retail only. I mean,
you're not paying the resale?
I will pay the resale because I feel like LeBron heads are going to be very pissed off when he's retired or something happens and they don't have all the LeBrons. I need those. I have all the LeBrons, guys. Basketball
8s, 9s,
shoes.
10s.
Run them. I'll take them all. And I'll hoop in them when I feel like it or just stock them in the closet.
What's your best LeBron in your closet right now, if you want to reveal that?
Best LeBron in my closet right now? I mean, I got like a lot of St. Vincent, St. Mary's PEs, like 3s, Air Force 1, 1s. I have LeBron 2s from back in the day. I have
if you were to sum it up to one LeBron in your personal opinion,
probably the comeback pack with Kyrie.
I don't even know what that looked like.
So he was wearing the LeBron Soldier at the time. It was an all-black Soldier. And Kyrie had on the ones with the strap at the time. I can't remember what Kyrie that was, like Kyrie 2. But they dropped the LeBron pack from the comeback when they did the comeback. And I grabbed that, and that joint is absolute flames. I'll never wear it, but it's just flames to have.
Comeback LeBron shoe?
The pack.
Pack.
It had a Soldier and a Kyrie.
I'm definitely looking this up as we speak.
Yeah, guys.
Really?
Yeah. Just because of what it represents.
The celebration pack or the comeback pack?
It should be the celebration pack.
I'm about to show you right now if we're talking on the same page.
Yeah, it's the blacked out. Nah. That's the Miami one. It might not be the comeback pack. That's how
This one?
yeah, that's the one.
That one? A
Yeah.
soldier?
Fire.
That's crazy to
It's
say.
fire because remember when LeBron, the
So you're
chase
saying
down block?
as the memento. That's what you're
Exactly.
saying. Okay,
Exactly.
I
I feel like when it's all said and done, we're going to talk
not
about
the
that
hype
moment.
level.
Yeah, no, I'm not rocking those.
Okay,
I'm not
what you're
rocking
saying.
those, but
Court only.
court only. Well,
Court,
maybe not even court. You know
case.
what I mean?
Once
Just
he
case.
retires.
Yeah, with a jersey or something.
Yeah,
I gotta get the LeBron. I have that jersey actually. I take that back. From that season.
The sleeved one, with the big C?
The sleeve with the big C.
Disgusting.
And then I have, that is disgusting.
Okay.
But then I have the burgundy one also where he had that MVP season. I think that was after Kyrie left.
With the yellow outline?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's fire.
Now, he was dunking on everybody that season.
He's always dunking on everybody.
That's true. That's true. LeBron. So, I mean, those are fire. I think it's one more shoe on the releases. What was it? It had to be something, not Tiffany Air Force One. It was, Air Force One Undefeated.
I thought those already came out. They re-releasing?
They're actually having a official release. The official release is March 1st, and that's going to be on Sneakers app.
With the brown, turquoise, green, and all that? Those?
Hard. Them hard.
I don't know about those.
Hey, them hard.
I don't know about those.
Hey,
man.
them hard. You come nose, you going crazy.
Patent leather on the shoes is straight craziness.
Patent leather on shoe is trash?
Kind of.
Is it uncomfortable or it just don't look good?
It just don't look good to me.
I don't know, man. I'm a sucker for patent leather.
Patent breads are disgusting.
Those are bad. Those are bad.
The UNC Fearless.
Fearless?
Kind of disgusting. The Fearless Jordan 1s.
Those are nice.
The blue with the red.
I love those. I love those. The blue chills for girls. I love those. Those are hard. You crazy. I'm loving patent leather on shoes.
The only patent leather that's like cool, Jordan 11.
Jordan 11, that's fire patent leather.
That's literally it. I can't even think of anything else.
All the lab Jordan 1s. So, I mean, not lab Jordan 1s, lab Jordan 4s. There's a lab 4s, all red patent leather. All black patent leather.
Leather on a 4?
Fire.
That sounds disgusting.
4s are the new ones. Trust me, these are going to go sky high, guys.
4s are definitely the new ones.
When you see these now, watch. I'm telling you, once people start rocking these 4s again, they're going to be like, oh, man, why don't I have the black patent leather 4s? Bro. The lab 4s, okay. Super fire.
You're going to judge me on this. You're going to heavily judge me on this. I don't know why I was scrolling through sneakers and I see some Jordan Dub Zeros.
Dub Zeros, okay. I don't know. You might like my take on this one.
I was like, the laser print low key. Fire on these. I was looking at them hoes and I was like, oh, I'm about to cop those. They don't know about the Dub Zeros, man.
And the Dub Zeros, absolute fire.
Okay.
See, what you don't understand is that was the first. Hey, the Dub Zeros was the first fusion basketball shoe.
That shit's heat.
That and the Spizikes. But the Dub Zeros is a collaboration of the 7s, 11s, 4s. There's one more in there. I think it's the 6s. It might be the 6s. But it's a collab of all. Oh, I'm sorry, the 3s. I think the tongue is the 3s. No, the tongue is the 12s. It has a 2-3 up the tongue. The 12s. So with the laser print, that's the 20s. Bro, the Dub Zeros, fire. Immaculate fire.
I needed the white ones.
The only reason I did not cop the white and blue one is because the blue was off from the OG. Back in the day, when I first started collecting shoes, man.
Dub Zeros was it. They brought you into the game.
I had a grip of dunks, all kind of dunks, SBs, stuff like that. But I had these Dub Zeros, and I used to throw away my boxes. I had all my shoes like in the middle of the floor. And one time, one of my sister's boyfriends came over. One of her guys she was talking to at the time, and he must have walked past my room, and he seen the Dub Zeros in there in the bunch. Yoink!
He yoinked them.
Swiped the hell out of my Dub Zeros, man.
You ain't fade them?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I wasn't there. By the time when I got home, I looked at my little collection. I noticed Dub Zeros are missing.
Did you cry?
I cried.
You for sure cried.
I 100% cried. It was 2 days after I got them. I wore them
who told you? Who told you it was your sister's man?
There was nobody at the house but them two.
Oh wow!
So it was kind of obvious, but it broke my heart. I wish the Dub Zeros came back with a nice color because I would have copped them because those are super fire.
I mean, you might have to check out some colors on sneakers because they was low key.
I looked at all of them.
They was catching my eye at like 2 in the morning.
Very
You know how
disgusting.
you be just looking at your phone and start shopping for no reason, like 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
I was looking at Amazon.
That's dangerous.
Cameras.
That's dangerous.
I think all my biggest purchases for sure
2
were
in the
like
morning.
at 3, 2 in the morning.
Oh, 100%.
I'm like, should I do this? Fuck it.
100%. I'm on there buying
The camera
shit that I
we're
don't
recording
need.
on right now was probably at like 4 in the morning.
Needed it.
Needed it.
Great investment.
Great investment.
Great investment.
This light right here, we upgraded with the light, guys.
Fire set.
4 in the morning again.
Needed it. When you wake up after that 4 in the morning purchase, are you like,
no, I'm disappointed. Like I put myself back in the trenches. But when you buy something, yeah, you know you can't afford, it's putting your back against the wall. You go 10 times harder.
you gotta do something with it?
You gotta do something.
Gotta do something with it. If you don't do something with it, it's over, man.
You know what I'm saying? So if this is your first time listening to this episode or first time watching this episode, follow the Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you gotta do. Like, subscribe, comment, all that. Back to it.
Fair Game Podcast. We are here. I am C,
This is Cash.
and we are back. You know what I mean?
That's how you do a solo promo ad.
Exactly. Right in the middle of it. I mean, we got one thing left, man. One thing left. Music. Rappers. Most songs over 100 million streams on Spotify.
The Weeknd. Oh, you said rappers. My bad.
Rappers.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Holy.
You know, you going, hey, this is
Drake.
episode 1.
It was Drake.
I want you guys to cape and see how many times he tags and says The Weeknd.
For the first 10 episodes, if there's music being brought up, I need someone in this video that's watching or listening to count how many times I say The Weeknd.
Because he's going to bring him up in
Whoever
every turn
gets
of the
the
way.
right amount after 10 episodes, $100 gift card
$100 gift card. You heard him. You heard what he said.
on me.
So back to these rappers, man. You said Drake?
I think it's Drake.
So Drake got these boys by a landslide.
I wouldn't doubt it.
So 100 million streams on Spotify. Drake has 200.
200. Wait, what? 200.
100 million streams.
I'm trying to calculate what you're saying. 200 songs?
Maybe 200 songs
No, there's no way.
with 100 million streams.
I don't think so. I'm
I
not.
don't know, man.
I'm not rolling.
That's what it says.
Has he even dropped 200 songs?
Drake with 200 songs? Are you kidding me?
That's a lot of music.
It's a lot of music. But, I mean, you got to think about it like this. Drake has features.
Okay, now I'm rolling.
So after all those features, he's at 200 million.
I'm definitely going to fact
yeah,
check
it's at
this
200.
in the after
You
post.
should 100% fact check this. I think I got this off of Instagram. Hype.
If there's like subtitles right here if you're watching or anything, you know.
Next up, Travis Scott with 84.
Travis?
84 songs.
No, this doesn't sound right. I don't even think he has 84
Next up,
songs.
Kanye West with 83.
That sounds most believable.
Next up, Eminem with 78.
Definitely sounds believable.
Next up, Juice WRLD with 78. Next up, Nicki Minaj with 68.
68.
Kendrick Lamar 67.
Nicki's over Kendrick.
Nicki's over Kendrick. Future at 59.
Future's that high?
Quavo at 54.
Quavo's that high?
XXXTentacion at 53.
That's
Lil Wayne
believable.
52. Lil Baby at 51. To me, when I seen this, the gap was crazy. That was my problem. For Drake to have 200 songs on there,
It's
pretty
Drake.
outrageous.
It's Drake, bro.
Pretty outrageous.
It's Drake.
Kanye is Kanye.
Drake is Drake.
Kanye is Kanye.
Kanye even said Drake is the GOAT.
He did. I think he was capping.
He was humble.
I think
Fake
he
humble.
was trolling.
Fake humble. I don't know, man. Drake has made so many hits. It's pretty insane.
Drake has been a part of so many hits.
Just talk about never missing.
I mean, Drake misses. Don't get it messed up. Drake be missing.
Does he? Hotline playing
no
ain't a miss.
That was a brick.
That was definitely not a break.
It was somebody else's shot.
It was literally one of his biggest songs on views.
He came to the studio. He came to the court, watched me shoot the basketball, and then copied the form and just shot.
Hey, he dropped 55 with that form.
You can't copy it. You can't.
don't
You
matter.
can't copy and say it's one of the
If
greatest.
that's the case, a lot of his music is freaking,
100%. Drake is one of the best copycats in the world.
and he's Drake.
That's why he has 200 songs
Okay, so who's the best?
at 100 million.
Who do you think is the most original on that list?
Probably Kendrick. I'm going with Kanye for sure.
I think Kendrick's maybe.
I'd say Kendrick, but I'm gonna say Kanye because Kendrick is baby Kanye. Kanye is the guy. Kendrick is baby Kanye because he switches it up every time.
Okay, I get
That's
what
why I
you're saying.
say that. Kanye definitely has brought over different sounds that we'd never heard before, made an album, and then just jumped out of that building and was like, all right, on to the next,
On to
guys.
the next one. Creative genius for sure.
So Kanye for sure, probably the top on there. Future,
created his own little wave.
Future, I feel like Future should be higher up on this list.
Really?
Yeah.
Above who?
Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD. I mean,
he passed. So
he passed.
in the end of
So
the
we all know. Like, no disrespect to Juice WRLD, but we all know what happens when a
artist
musician
pass, yeah.
musician
Not to mention
passes.
Juice WRLD is a beast. He's fire. Like Juice WRLD makes great songs. Raps amazing. Raps better than any rapper I know. Like I get it. It just for me, I need catalog, and when it comes to catalog, Kanye got it.
I don't know. I'm a forever hater on Juice
Eminem
WRLD.
got it.
Eminem's a goat.
Don't hate on Juice WRLD. Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Yeah, I know some people that'll run down on us for Juice WRLD, so let's not.
Okay.
Shout out to Juice WRLD and whoever has his music and is going to release it in the future. We are fans. We will play it on the show. Shout out to Juice WRLD.
Shout out to Juice WRLD.
Yeah, Juice WRLD's tough, gangsta, good rap. Anything else about these guys on this list? Do you think that this list even matters? Is this list something that resonates with you, or do you listen to any of these artists?
I listen to maybe more than half. So I've come to realize that I am a mainstream listener when it comes to rap. I listen to all these guys.
Got it.
Except for maybe Juice WRLD.
And Eminem.
I listen to Eminem.
You listen to Eminem?
Yeah, he's a
What
goat.
Eminem do you listen to?
The younger.
Put you on the spot.
The younger version, Marshall Mathers.
Oh, okay, the old Eminem.
LP.
You want to talk about killing somebody's mother and stuff like that? Yeah, dragging your girlfriend. Do the
cleaning out his closet.
Yeah,
it's 3 a.m. in the morning.
that was a good Eminem. That was a good
fire.
I mean, so
Relapse
real quick,
is fire.
Okay,
Relapse is super fire.
Super
It
fire.
might be his best album. It might be his best album.
The Eminem show is pretty up there.
But that's isn't that like his best hits kind of compilation?
The
type
Eminem
album?
show?
Yeah, I think so. I think you tripping.
That's the one. The Eminem show. I don't think it's his best hits. It has.
You think that's an original album?
I mean, let me look it up so I can be
I
correct.
think, let's fact check as we go. Or am I tripping? Or is that Curtain Call?
The Eminem show is an album. It has Curtains Up. It has White America on it. It has Cleaning Out My Closet. It has the Cleaning Out My Closet, the one you were talking about.
I swear
Square
this is
Dance.
like a compilation.
It has The Kiss. It has Say Goodbye to Hollywood.
I guess I'm wrong, fellas.
Without Me, Superman.
Damn, Encore
Haley,
is fire.
Till I Collapse is my absolute favorite song by Eminem with Nate Dogg. Yeah, this is the one, bro.
Hey, you ain't lying.
The Eminem show is the one.
Yeah, I think you got it.
That's when he did that thing.
Actually, hold on. Let me read out Relapse. 3 a.m.
Fire.
Damn, I think that's Deja Vu, Beautiful, Crack a Bottle.
Yeah. It's some joints on there.
Nah, I think the Eminem show got it for sure.
Eminem show got it for sure. That's the one, man.
That's the one.
Honestly, I'm gonna listen to that on the way home.
Oh God.
But Eminem show super fire, and I think so real quick, it's funny because now that we be podding and shit like that, everybody talks to me in podcast form. Do people talk to you in podcast form?
Not lately. I think I have very few social interaction nowadays.
Okay.
I have to be shooting pictures, videos.
Okay.
Here, go to work.
Everywhere I go, bro, people are like, so what do you think about Jay-Z? What do you think about Kanye and going back to Adidas? And I'm just like,
people care about your opinion now.
That's awesome.
That's
I like
amazing.
that. I like that. I mean, I hope they know that they're not getting my they're getting my real opinion and not my podcast opinion.
Oh man, so what you saying is you Two-Face.
I mean, people said Gemini is definitely Two-Face.
For the entertainment purposes.
Nah, this is some real shit. You know what I mean? I'm coming with the realness, so sometimes for the entertainment, but I just, want to make a good show for you guys. So tune in to this podcast. This is the Fair Game Podcast. But I'll tell you this right now. It's just funny. So I was saying, they love to talk to me in podcast form. They're talking to me in podcast form. They're saying, yo, what do you think about Eminem? And this conversation came up. And then we talked about the Eminem show. And then we also talked about, is Eminem washed up?
Yes.
Why is Eminem washed up to you?
I feel like his flow, his bars are starting to become corny and cheesy.
You sure?
Absolutely.
Are you sure they're not just like above your head?
No, not at all. I feel like he is trying so hard to make a new wave of his own music. Cause I mean, when you break it down of what he's rhyming and what he's, actually rapping about, it's amazing. Like how he's putting words together and how he's rhyming them. Obviously, yeah. But when it comes down to like the basics of hearing someone's music, it doesn't sound good to me. Cause you could be saying whatever you want, but if the flow ain't right, the flow ain't right. If the voice ain't right, the voice ain't right. It just comes down to the basic ear. Like it's not gonna happen if you're just a basic ear.
Spoken from a basic ear right there. I like that.
Spoken literally. I'm not gonna cap like I'm dissecting what he's saying all the time. Like no, I'm a basic ear. If I don't like your like my main thing when it comes to music, if I don't enjoy your voice, I'm not listening to you at all.
I think that's a great perspective. I think that all rappers who are listening to this show and coming up should understand that you're trying to go for the basic ear. You know what I mean? You need the basic ear to be in tune with your voice, fall in love with your voice, and then fall in love with what you're saying. If the basic ear can't get in tune with it,
It's impossible.
it's impossible.
Yeah.
You're not going to get anybody. I mean, M for me, super amazing lyricist. I'm listening to everything for the lyrics. So when I'm listening to Eminem, I'm listening to bar for bar, great technique, syllable matching, syllable catching, rhyming syllables, wordplay, speed of raps. I think Eminem,
in that case, he's like literally in
the best of all time.
in the room of his own.
Eminem is the greatest rapper of all time.
When it comes down to rapping, obviously,
When it comes to just rapping in the lines,
it's insane what he does.
he's the greatest. But I say that to say that sometimes that doesn't go over for the basic listener, and I think that you're right. And I think that since he does do that, it just doesn't resonate well. And then in the future, we're gonna be like, damn, like Eminem was really giving us some shit.
Because you can give us a story, you can give us bars all in one. For example, I'm a little biased, but like the off season was a great mix of all those things. He gave us mean bars. He gave us great storytelling, and it was an easy listen.
That's Cole's album, right? The last one?
J. Cole, the off season, yeah.
The off season was amazing. I really like that.
Debatably better than Forest Hills Drive.
It was better than Forest Hills Drive. Lyrically, he definitely switched it up. See, but that's the thing though. See, I feel like J. Cole is getting in that Eminem lane where he's like starting to push the number. Like, all right, you know what? I've done this. Let me do some different raps for you guys. Let me turn it up a little more for you guys. And it's still digestible right now, but I think the next thing may not be. You know what I mean? I think that where he's going, the next thing might not be as digestible as this one was. But super fire album. I really like that album. I think once we stop and listen to albums, we can really realize like, okay, like this is actually fire. I think Eminem should do better beats. If Eminem does better beats, it doesn't matter what you say on the beat.
I think he at this point, I think he hung it up. I think he's done for.
If you keep making albums, you ain't hung it up.
So how do you hang it up properly as an artist?
Don't make any more albums. Make a final album and walk out the door.
Is that hard? That's hard for a lot of people.
I mean, I think when you have classics, it's not hard. I think when you have classics, you can literally walk away and be like,
because Jay-Z's kind of up there in age.
If Kanye stopped making albums today, it would be fine. We'd be okay.
That's facts. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, as an artist, how do you walk away from making music?
I mean, you don't. You can't, because you're still a mentor to that game. You know what I mean? If you are Jay-Z, like you were saying, you kind of got to stick around and like help other artists get on. You might have a label. You might have an artist under you. You might ghostwrite for somebody. Somebody might ask you for a special verse. You might have a residency in Vegas. It's hard to hang it up because the money's so good when it comes to being a legacy artist. And I think that, I don't know. I think if you're great though, you could just walk away. And I think Kanye is one of those guys who could just.
But I don't think he's gonna stop making music. As you said, he's gonna drop another album soon. Dr. Dre not too long ago dropped an album.
But would you say Dr. Dre hasn't hung it up though?
No, I don't think he has.
He doesn't drop albums.
He didn't drop one not too long ago.
That was Grand Theft Auto soundtrack.
Nah, he dropped an album.
You talking about the Hollywood?
I mean, I'll tell you. I think it was Hollywood.
That Hollywood was like 5 years ago.
That's still
no, it was maybe like 7 years ago.
That's a short gap.
That might be mad old. 7 years ago. 7 years is a long time. People drop once a year. 8 years ago. 10 years ago today.
He dropped a single not last year.
That was for Grand Theft Auto.
No, it wasn't.
What was it?
It was.
For Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, my homie Thurs wrote on that. Shout out Thurs. The homie Thurs wrote that.
I need a doctor.
What else? What else? What else is on there though?
Compton. He dropped Compton in 2015. So yeah, that's 8 years ago.
8 years ago. Nobody is thinking about Dre no more. It's over.
Who's a really old rapper
that just dropped?
Yeah.
I mean, mad old rappers just dropped. Royce da 5'9" dropped sooner than later. Eminem just dropped. The last couple albums he dropped. Jay-Z dropped 444, which was way better than Compton.
It was beyond better.
Yeah, way better than Compton.
I mean, Dr. Dre wasn't always the greatest rapper.
Dr. Dre doesn't rap. He raps, but people write for him.
Super well producer though.
But amazing producer. So when you talk about Chronic 2000 or the Chronic period, I mean, great albums. I don't know, man.
It's just impossible to walk away from the game. That's what you're saying.
I think it's impossible to walk away from the game. I think that it's important that you
till death
deliver great music. Yeah, you're owned by the people until it's done. I think you're owned by the people until it's done.
So it's like literally either, this is my last and final song / album, or Till Death 2-part.
Pretty much. I can't see no other way of getting out of it, man. And not to mention, like, if you sign to a label, you owe a label. Some people owe their label 100 albums.
That's insane.
Yeah. Some people owe their label 100 albums.
That's super insane.
So, you know what I mean? Like, until you knock those 100 albums out, you're going to be a part of this circus. You know, and it is what it is, you know? I think that we need the music. We're starving for it. I am. I need Eminem to drop a new album, Hove to drop a new album, more Kendrick albums.
I hope he drops
more Cole albums. I need 10 more Cole albums.
I think Cole's next album might be his last, though.
Cole's hanging it up.
I think Cole's going to be the one of those that hang it up.
Cole can hang it up, though, because he has classics.
A lot of these guys have classics, though. They just don't know how to stop.
Who has a classic enough to hang it up, though?
Kendrick, Cole, Ye, Drake.
Drake can't hang it up.
Drake will for sure hang it up.
Drake can't hang it up.
Why?
Drake has arguably no classic albums. 0 classic albums by Drake. There is not an album by Drake that you can play from the top to the bottom. There's none. Hot taken. Speak of hot taken, Take Care might be one of them, but that's about it.
I was about to say that one.
That's it.
If you're reading this is too late.
I'm not playing that from top to bottom.
Nothing was the same.
I'm not playing that from top to bottom. I'm not playing that from top to bottom. Try it. Everybody try it. Everybody try and play every Drake album from top to bottom and see if you like it.
You're an absolute
It's gonna be garbage.
I think that hot take was enough to end this episode.
However you want to do it, man. Once again, this has been another episode of the Fair Game Podcast. I am C.
This is C.
This is C. That's Cash. And he is crazy, y'all.
Nah, F that. Drake has classics. We out.
Like and subscribe. Comment. Fair Game Podcast.